Yo, Wagwan Yard fam. Yo, watch me single-handedly try to restore the Matoka in this video. Nightwolf launched with 14 special moves, but I can guarantee you they have only consistently seen a total of 3 to 4. Mostly 3. Why? Because of the variation system. Now let's talk about his normals. His 7-frame jab string 1-1-1, which isn't a real auto shimmy. 1. 2. If you complete the full string, Nightwolf is -1 on hit. 1-1 is a tick grab, which is great, but if the opponent reads a tick grab and they get hit with the full string, you're minus and you will get mashed on. Makes no friggin' sense to me. Simple fix would be to make this at least +13, which would allow Nightwolf to place pressure on the opponent and gel into his 13th frame forward 1. Nightwolf also has a 1-1-2 string, which has an interruptible gap that is +1. This should be no less than +4. This would allow dash up pressure with his best normal 8 frame down 3, which is +13 on hit, which would in turn allow Nightwolf to pressure with his 13 frame mid. When they start respecting and fearing you, remind them to stand up and block his 24 frame forward 2, his overhead. Now the forward 2 string has a tick grab, but this leads into a grab or a knockdown as it is a dial-in string. I think this should have been a back 1 3-2 string. Let me explain. For this to work, remove the gap and add if you're a ducking KB to the final hit of the string, giving it the same animation as his back throw KB with a damage of say 200, 250. I don't have to tell you the pressure and the mind games this would create, as back 1 is such a slow mid. It's rarely used by Nightwolf and I don't see the purpose at this point. And I think adding that KB to the final hit, it would like shake things up like crazy. But when it comes to his special moves, let's talk about his extended strings, which are a slot.
Here we go!
What are you talking about?
This shit is annoying. The game is already limited when it comes to strings, and now you hide them behind a variation system, which only has 3 slots. Bro, if MK12 has this, I might drop kick somebody. Like, I swear, bro, that's so freaking stupid. Anyways, Rising Tomahawk is a move I believe should be base. This is currently a 2-slot launcher that you can easily break out of, as the command grab doesn't stop breakaway. The command grab is his armor break, by the way. This move should, however, conflict with Ancestral Hunter and Ancestral Light. Ancestral Hunter, the launcher, or whatever, is it called Spirit Tracks? I don't even know, but you know what I mean. Each move has its benefit. Ancestral Hunter stops breakaway. Ancestral Light, with my changes, now being a full screen launcher at like -40 and doesn't auto track. So you would be a give and take with the variation system. So you have unbreakable damage, or you have a full screen launcher, or you just have a, you know, a base launcher. Because Nightwolf without the launcher is just garbage in my opinion. As for Nightwolf's animal buffs, this should be allowed to be placed in 1 slot, bro, with double the lasting effect. Shit blows my mind on why this wasn't thought of before. Just a stance. Just make it a stance, dog. A 1-slot stance. And his Wrath, however, extends the range of his Rhino charge. I don't know why they wasted development time on that shit, dog. Just let that always be his charge distance. I don't even know why that's a special move. They're purposefully limiting the characters. I don't know, because they don't know what else to put in the game. But yeah, let this just be a stance. As I said, 1 slot. Speaking of Nightwolf's charge, his KB needs to be possible and counter or punish. In this current state, you would only get hit with it if you're trolling or just not paying attention. It's fully interruptible and it's unsafe, unamped, and and unamped or amped, whatever. You know what I mean. When speaking of lunar orbit and moonfall, I'm triggered when throwing the axe. Nightwolf is unable to do certain attacks. It's so bumbleclot dumb, because it is shown that Nightwolf can create axes out of thin air. You can clearly see this from his forward 1-2 strings. He just like generates a new axe. NRS in all their wisdom acts like he doesn't create axe out of thin air. To use these setups, Nightwolf depends on it, the hit advantage of his say command grab. With what I think, 112 should have knockdown advantage enough so you can safely set up without the command grab, so you don't have to say think of Moonfall as a 2-slot move that if you have Moonfall you have to have the command grab, but instead you have a string that can do the same job. As for its teleport, make this default. The startup be 11 frames. In its current state it's way too slow. Let me be able to parry on reaction easily and pressure the opponent and get cool combos as well. That should have never taken up a slot, dog. Nightwolf's command grab doesn't need a buff, just a fix. It currently wastes at certain points, which is annoying and leaves you open to devastating damage. And with the changes I made with the tick grabs, back 1-3-2, letting that tick, yeah, because currently it just whiffs some blocks sometimes. So these changes would result in a fun and powerful character. Let me know if I restore the Matoka by smashing that like button and who you want to see me do next. YAAD man out.